It's Luke and Naomi.
Okay, good evening, good morning, good afternoon. Happy episode 28.
Whoop, whoop.
And
Yes.
happy Dallas Cowboys Victory Monday.
I don't mean to say it like, yes, because I mean, in our confidence pool, I picked them as a 10, so
There
I
you go.
needed them to win.
Yeah.
I guess I'm already tired of you saying Happy Cowboys Victory Monday.
10 times.
10 times.
I'll take it.
Yeah.
I have 11 more.
That's a new
I don't
record.
know, I don't have however many more we need to win it all, but I'll have that many more.
Okay, there you go.
Yeah, and then
You can go ahead and go for 11, because I believe that makes you win, and then you can start off the next football season with some wins.
There you go.
Yeah.
All right.
We'll make it work.
I love it. I love the enthusiasm.
Yeah, of course. I got you. Yeah.
Perfect. All right. Yes, happy Dallas Cowboys Victory Monday for the 10th
10th time.
10th
Yeah.
time, which is cool.
Yeah.
Other than that, how'd you do?
Terrible. Oh, man. I made some bad choices. I'm sad about it. The Ravens won, didn't they?
The Ravens won.
Yeah, I didn't pick them because they did some damage to me the last 2 weeks. So I was like, you know what? I'm not picking them this week. They're going to blow it. And they didn't. So that hurt. Didn't pick the Lions because why would you pick the Lions?
They've been on a roll.
I know.
6 straight.
Is it 6?
Six
I thought
straight.
it was 5. Okay.
Maybe 5 straight, and they have 6 wins.
5 out of the last 6,
That's
I believe they
probably what it-
won. Yeah.
Anyway, good
So I didn't
handful
pick
straight.
them, because who would pick the Lions over the Vikings? Not
Not me.
Yeah.
Certainly not. That was the one I lost. I only lost 3 games.
I don't know what else I lost. I just lost a handful and some big numbers. So I hate football. I'm done with it. For the 11th week in a row.
The scores came
14th.
out. The scores and results came out just before we turned the mics on.
Yeah.
And everything. And 4-way tie this week
Yeah, very exciting week for you.
at a whopping 46.
Yeah.
Yeah,
46 out of
was one
55.
I was one of the ones who got the 46.
Congratulations, by the way.
Thank you.
You don't win anything.
I have not won in a long time.
No.
I haven't won at all this year.
No. And then the one you win is a tie, so you don't even get the money.
I know it. That happens to me a lot.
It
and I'm
does.
not kidding. That
Yeah.
happens to me a lot. When I win, I'm just that average.
Yeah.
That mediocre.
Yep. When you win, it's a tie.
That mediocre. So, yeah, 46. And the tie was between somebody I don't know who it is and then me and 2 of my best friends.
Yeah, which is funny.
Like, yeah, that
You guys were all on the same wavelength, that's all.
really. And I was joking with Kyle just before we turned the mics on that I picked Jacksonville as a 1. He picked Carolina as a 1.
Okay.
And then
So those balanced each other out.
I said to him, and only football people are going to get it, but, I said the expansion teams, because they were expansion teams when we were kids in the 90s.
Yeah.
And there have been several more ever since, but those 2 came in the same year. So we always think of them as expansion teams. But yeah,
Right.
they're just weird, really weird that, 3 of us who grew up watching football together.
Right.
is a
That's
thing.
the other part of it, is you guys would watch football like every Sunday together.
For almost 20 straight years.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, again, you guys were just all on the same wavelength.
Yeah, that
Pretty crazy.
Yeah, that was pretty crazy. So now it's up to us one of us has to win next week.
I want to win it because I
you get the
had
double.
like a couple of bad weeks. After winning one, that was really exciting, and then it just went all downhill from there.
Yeah.
It's not fair.
Yeah.
I need I need another peak here.
For real.
And I could use it. I'm a little cranky today, so I'll take a win next week
There you
to
go.
make it all better.
All right. Well,
yeah.
some optimism, something to look forward
Yeah.
to towards the end of the week there.
Yeah, we'll see.
Some other news to look forward to, I guess. You folks coming to town?
That's right. It's
Do we have-
official.
that was going to be the question. We've been teased all year on whether they're going to make it or not, and it's official
And that's what they do. That's what my family does. It's a we'll see. We'll see.
for sure.
We'll see kind of thing.
3 days out. Hey, we're going to be here.
Yeah. So it is official. They are coming to visit. Unfortunately, my family never made it out to New Mexico, so we didn't get to explore that with them. But they'll be here for Wilmington, which is exciting. I'm excited to, show them around, show them like the beach life.
Like tour guide.
Yeah, the downtown area as well. And just there's a lot of cool stuff here that I think they'll enjoy. They should arrive Christmas Eve night.
It's gonna
so
be
they're
the
like
weirdest,
the Christmas present.
It is going to be the weirdest Christmas Eve in a long time.
It
where,
is.
you know, like the structure just right out the window.
Oh yeah, there is. Just we'll find out how Christmas Eve goes.
It's going to be insane. They're going to be, you know, I'm sure road weary too when they get in, but still probably not, you know.
It's going to be still like, hey, we have to see each other because first of all, it's Christmas Eve, and second of all, like I haven't seen you guys in quite a few years.
And they're not going to go to, and then, oh man, we're going to have a hell of a time waking them up in the morning.
And this is the first Christmas that we're like all together for since I left Michigan, which was almost 10 years ago.
Christmas 2013.
Yeah, Christmas 2013 is the last Christmas I spent with them.
Yeah.
So it's been a long time. We do like the video chat for Christmas and like open gifts together and all that. But it's not the same as being there with somebody.
Right.
So I'm really looking forward to that. It's going to be exciting.
Yeah, I'm excited for you.
Yeah, so it'll be a good time.
It's gonna be. I've been as cliche as I possibly can be. Oh no, the in-laws are coming.
Yeah. Oh, they're so
care.
bad. You know.
I've been making the jokes at work like just to make the jokes.
My dad does have a lot of bad dad jokes. I think that's like the worst thing you're gonna have to deal with.
Yeah, no, there's nothing bad. I'm looking forward to seeing them as well. That's great. But I just love that I get to make the jokes. Oh, they're coming.
Yeah,
it's Christmas and all that stuff.
Oh man, the in-laws are here. Yeah, absolutely.
So I'm just I'm scoring laughs off of that at work.
Of course, why not?
Which is fun. Really fun.
I mean, that's half the fun is playing it up like that. They really aren't that bad.
Yeah, so looking forward to that. That's some cool news we got, I suppose, over the weekend.
Yeah, that's really exciting.
Yeah.
What else? We went to the symphony this weekend.
High society.
Yeah, real fancy.
Fancy.
I felt fancy while we were there, and it was a great experience. I liked it. The live music.
Have you ever been to a symphony before?
No. I know Symphony and Metallica, but that's not what this was.
Yeah. Well, if you went to that, I would be jealous.
That would be awesome. Yeah.
Very. So yeah, nothing. I've never been to a symphony, and so this was North Carolina Symphony. They did their Holiday Pops show, which they take all over the state and do that.
It was really cool.
Is what I'm trying to say. But yeah, it was wonderful.
The biggest surprise that I thought was one of the coolest things that they did. So, of course, they're going to play all, like, your Christmas classics, Winter Wonderland, all that. They threw in some of the Christmas waltz and stuff like that in there. But they also did this, like, mashup. And one of the songs was Making Christmas from The Nightmare Before Christmas.
The Nightmare Before Christmas.
I was not expecting that. And it was awesome. It was so well done.
It was cool. The conductor was fantastic. And
he's so entertaining.
I've seen his name like 3 times. I just can't retain that information.
Yeah.
But he was really, really hella entertaining.
Yeah.
And he said something about when we went to the movie section. He had a good explanation for everything and a nice little script that I'm sure he is well rehearsed. But it was just,
of course,
it was entertaining. I keep saying entertaining, but it was. I
mean, he
great.
threw in some jokes in there. We got some laughs out of the deal. It just, like you said, very entertaining. It wasn't as stiff as I thought it was going to be.
Yeah,
It's a symphony. We all better, I don't know, be on our best behavior and all that kind of stuff.
It was great.
And it wasn't, it didn't get rowdy or anything. It's a symphony. Come on.
Well, I had a beer.
It was good. Yeah.
So,
They had beer and wine and all of that.
Oh, I should have gotten a wine, though, for one of those fancy-ass sippy cups.
Yes. The wine was in sippy cups.
It was like a clear cup, tumbler-style cup, I guess, and it had almost like a coffee cup lid.
Yeah. Purple lids on the top part of it that kind of like closed and locked in place so you wouldn't spill wine everywhere.
Yeah.
It's wine. It's going to stain.
But we kept calling them sippy cups.
That's what they look like.
Well, being clear with the purple top, it really did.
Yeah. And that's what you need with your wine. It's got to be in a sippy cup.
But it was a really, really, really great experience. The seats were awesome. We got to be, pretty close, which was a surprise. I didn't expect that at all. But yeah, I think my favorite part was either the movie section, because they did a whole section of songs from movies that you could recognize, or the Carol of the Bells.
Carol of the Bells was great,
and not just because that is my favorite Christmas song or Christmas carol or what have you, But because of the story he told behind that,
yes,
the arrangement of Carol of the Bells that they played, he turns around and he shows us, he's like, I have this on my score sheet as arranged by Sherry Lewis.
Yeah.
And, you know, he was like, if you don't know who Sherry Lewis is, yes, it's that Sherry Lewis of Lamb Chop.
Yeah.
Because apparently Sherry Lewis of Lamb Chop fame was also a conductor.
Yeah.
Which is amazing. And so she put together this arrangement of Carol of the Bells that was just really cool.
It was really well done.
Yeah, really well done. It was such a neat night. I don't know. Did you have a favorite part of it?
I think, again, the Nightmare Before Christmas part. Yeah.
That was your surprise and your favorite part?
Yeah, because I wasn't expecting, and I started like dancing a little bit in my seat to it, and I'm like, people are going to think I'm nuts right now, but this is awesome. Like, I never expected to hear that, like, in symphony form. But altogether, the whole experience, I loved watching the performers on stage. You could tell when some of them, I'd be like, that's their favorite song. I can tell the way their head is bopping while they're playing. And some of them would just get so into it. It was so great to watch.
It was.
Definitely an experience I would do again.
Yeah.
Believe it or not. You know, I didn't think the symphony would be like my kind of thing. I thought, oh, okay, it'll be cool for the day.
A collar.
Yeah, you know, I'm gonna dress up nice for this. But it was really cool. I enjoyed it.
It was. It was definitely cool. And I was also watching the performance, of course. But the one thing I noticed was a few of them with the violins, or, you know, whatever the larger violins that aren't violins but still look like violins are called, would hold them right under their chin and put both their hands down and just kind of sit there.
Yeah, and wait.
The violin sticking out. I guess I've never seen them do that before, which was...
They're just waiting for their turn, you know, to start going again.
That was pretty good. So, yeah, North Carolina Symphony, pretty solid.
Yeah.
A lot of fun.
And that was basically our weekend and week. I mean, Saturday we didn't leave the couch very much, which I'm 100% on board with. Because,
it was planned.
Yes, it was planned, and we've been on the go like every single day, and we're going to be on the go every single day for like up until the new year.
More and more work stuff coming up.
Yeah, work stuff and getting stuff ready for the holidays. We've got the Christmas baking to do and all that kind of stuff. Christmas shopping we got to do. I got a Christmas party coming up on Wednesday. Like, there's just so much going on and so much to plan for that Saturday was like, hey, we don't have anything going on today.
Do nothing day.
Let's not do anything. And that's exactly what we did. It was amazing. Yeah. I loved it.
So that was great. And then, then get to start off Sunday by watching the Cowboys win. And
that's right.
End it by going to the Symphony. So pretty cool. Now here we are on Monday.
Yeah, Monday, back again.
That's where we got some random facts for you for your Monday or whatever day you happen to be listening this week. A little weekly dose of Did You Know? I got an extra long Did You Know this week.
Ooh, okay.
Just in case, because I may or may not also read these on my live show.
Okay.
On Sunny 103.7 FM in Wilmington.
Nice plug.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Anyway, so here you go. Did you know CVS, America's largest pharmacy chain, was founded in Massachusetts in 1963?
Nope.
CVS stands for, do you know?
No.
Customer Value Store.
No. Really? That's weird.
It does. Yeah, Customer Value Store. Did you know when you talk to yourself in your head, your larynx still makes tiny movements? And everybody just did that.
Huh.
Yeah.
It's weird because I'll make facial expressions while I'm talking to myself in my head, and I notice that I do it sometimes. And so I was wondering if my throat moves too while I was doing it, but... Huh. Interesting.
Give everybody a second there to check that out for themselves.
Yeah.
Did you know a lifetime warranty doesn't mean you have the warranty for your lifetime?
No, of course not.
It refers to how long the company expects the product to last.
Yeah.
That's the part I didn't know. It's how long they expect the product to last.
Yeah, it's not how long you have it.
Not how long you have it.
No, because if they think that the product you have is going to last for 10 years, then that's the lifetime warranty you get. If you have it for 15 and something breaks on it, you're still responsible.
Yeah.
Don't get me started on all that kind of stuff.
And the warranty just doesn't cover. I never met a warranty that I...
Warranties and insurance and all that stuff. I mean, there is so many little loopholes and... Oh,
that's right.
Nope. I'm not even going to go down that road. I'm going to be positive for the rest of the show.
Did you know September, October, November, and December used to be the 7th, 8th, 9th, and 10th months of the year? Which makes sense because sept... be, 7, octo is 8,
Yeah.
Nov is 9, and Dec meaning 10.
Yeah.
The Roman calendar eventually added 2 months before them, so they all got pushed back, but we kept their names. Because we know them and love them.
Yeah. I feel like I've heard that before, or at least a piece of that.
Something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, you probably learned Roman history somewhere along the lines or something like that. Of course. Yeah. Did you know Walgreens grew from 20 stores to 400 during Prohibition in the 20s and 30s?
I wonder why.
Because they were allowed to sell whiskey for medical purposes, quote unquote. Air quotes, with medical purposes.
Oh, of course, yeah.
Of course.
Isn't that how pot started too? Medical purposes?
I'm sure.
That's right.
I'm sure. Something like that. Did you know reindeer can change the color of their eyes?
That's weird. Why?
Their
Who cares?
Eyes, they're random facts.
I apologize, but yeah.
Their eyes change. Naomi's on one today, I'm telling you.
I am. I'm sorry. I'm trying to be better.
Their eyes change from golden brown to blue during the dark Arctic winter to help them catch more light.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's not cosmetic, right?
Well, that was my thing. Like
trying to get dates or whatever.
Hey, look at I now have brown eyes.
They are not able, however, to change the color of their nose.
Nope.
Sorry, Rudolph. You never get to blend in.
No, it's okay, though. Sometimes it's nice to be different.
Do you know what the University of Oregon's duck mascot looks like?
No.
All right, so if you don't know what the University of Oregon's duck mascot looks like, he looks like Donald Duck.
Okay.
Did you know he is based off of Donald Duck? And it's legal. The school has a special license they got from Disney in the 1940s.
Wow.
Pretty crazy.
Yeah. Their own license from Disney?
Donald Duck. Donald Duck is also an official Navy sailor? Ensign? Something like that. I think ensign.
Okay.
I don't know much about the Navy ranks, but I'm pretty sure. And like that's legit. The Disney and the Navy made a deal to promote both, basically.
Huh.
Like
interesting.
way back too.
Yeah.
Yeah. A little extra one there, just off the top of my head.
Extra bonus facts.
Yeah. Extra random facts. Did you know a court case in 1985 decided Long Island, New York is not actually an island? Because the East River, which separates it from the mainland, was naturally too shallow for ships to make it through safely. So officially.
It's a peninsula.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's it, right?
I would think so.
Yeah, okay.
If it's connected on one little area.
Now you got me thinking too much. Did you know Doc Brown, Christopher Lloyd's character in Back to the Future, is always hunched over a little bit in the movies, the Back to the Future trilogy, so that he doesn't tower over Michael J. Fox? Because Christopher Lloyd, 6'1", Michael J. Fox, 5'4".
Huh. Interesting.
Yeah. Pretty crazy height disparity. Disparity? Did I just make up a word?
I think so.
Wow. Just, okay. Moving right along. Did you...
hurry, because I'm stuck on that one.
Oh my god. All right. And I am just skipping right over that. I think this is the last one because I can't keep reading, apparently. Did you know the term Hail Mary for a long, desperate throw in football started in 1975 when Roger Dodger Staubach of the Dallas Cowboys threw a 50-yard touchdown pass to win a playoff game for Dallas over Minnesota?
Okay.
Raj, in an interview afterwards, said, quote, "I guess you could call it a Hail Mary. You throw it up and pray."
Mm-hmm.
There you go.
Makes sense.
That is the origin of the Hail Mary, to round out your random facts for the week.
All right.
Weekly dose of Did You Know? This is going around, and I love these. We love these. We've had so much fun with these. It is the holiday time. It's time to start talking about doing your dishes.
Okay.
And all of that stuff. Holiday chores and, the family coming around and all of that junk. So I got this poll, and I love, because I wanted to know where you weigh in on this, because I literally have no opinion and not even going to venture one, because I don't do the dishes at all, thank God.
Okay.
Thank you.
That's right.
Honestly. So, do you do the dishes right away? Or do you let them, soak way longer than they need to? That's the poll.
Okay. Then I lean more towards doing them right away. I don't usually let anything soak. I try to rinse it right away so that nothing needs to soak in the first place. But I don't always get to them right away. There are times where, especially when we're really busy, that I don't get to all the dishes, and it's just like, Oh, it's like a nagging thing. You see them on the counter, and it's just like, I know I don't have my life together. I'm working on it. Dang it.
Oh,
we also have a
right.
dishwasher, too, so that helps because I can at least hide them in there for the time being.
For the time being, okay.
Until I'm ready to deal.
So, according to the survey, the average dirty dish sits in the sink for a day and a half.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
About right?
Yeah.
Now, you mentioned that we have a dishwasher, so 70% of the people in this survey also have a dishwasher, too.
Yeah. I'll rinse them, and then a lot of times I'll rinse them, and then put them, like, you know, your sinks, you got two sides to it. I'll rinse them, put them in one side of the sink, and then, like, when I get around to it, load them in the dishwasher. Instead of just rinsing them and throwing them in the dishwasher.
Everybody's got to have some sort of system with
That's
their
my
sink.
system, yeah.
Some people are like rinsed and then put off to the side. Some people, you know, one side's for dirty, one side's for clean, and stuff like that. It's just, I love, everybody's got a crazy system with their dishes in the sink just to make sure that they're not that dirty.
That's right.
Because I'm not doing them, mind you. I'm just going to rinse the hell out of them.
That, and you got to make sure they're in neat piles, so it doesn't look so bad. Like, hey, these are dirty, but look how nicely they're stacked.
If they're neatly stacked, it looks less, you know, filthy.
Sad.
Yeah, sad. Yeah, exactly.
Oh gosh, you guys are a mess.
Young people made the average time shoot up to a day and a half. Most people over 25 said more than a day's too long.
Yeah, I try to get them off the counter ASAP. I don't like them there. And also, we don't have a lot of counter space, so I don't have room for dishes to be up there.
That's that too, exactly. And Gen Zer said anywhere between 1 and 4 days is acceptable.
4 days?
Yeah, I'm
4
sure.
days is too long.
I remember being young. Don't judge me.
I'm trying not to.
The poll also asked people how they load their dishwasher. Which things go on the top and bottom racks?
There's a specific way to do it.
Is there?
Yes.
I know nothing about it. I literally don't do the dishes, so I'm
and
afraid
you
to touch the
can't
dishwasher.
at this point, because if you try to put dishes in the dishwasher, I would go back and put them where they belong in the dishwasher. That's just a thing. Unfortunately. That's just how it goes.
That's great.
You know, cups and plastic go in the top rack. Never put plastic in the bottom. I guess nowadays you can, but I'm not going to do it because I've always been taught that the plastic goes in the top and the cups go in the top. And then the bottom's for the plates and bowls and pans and stuff like that.
All right, so let's see what this one says.
All right.
The things we're most likely to put on the bottom rack are plates,
Yep.
pots and pans,
Yep.
and utensils in their little basket.
Oh, of course.
Okay. And on the top.
Unless they're the big utensils. The big utensils go on the top.
The face, I'm laughing so much because her face is very, very serious.
This is a serious issue.
It's almost,
We're talking about clean dishes.
It's almost as if A, I'm getting away with something, and B, I'm sort of getting scolded.
That's
but
right.
Not really.
I'm just letting you know.
As she's saying yes, it's like, hear me now and don't ever ask me again because that's how it goes.
Yeah.
Because I
Basically.
told you once.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so on the top rack, coffee mugs.
Yep.
Glasses.
Yep.
Travel mugs.
Yeah, I usually hand wash those bad boys.
And plasticware.
Yes. See? That's how you load it.
All right, this one's, I got to screenshot this. Bowls could be on top or bottom, depending.
It does depend. It depends on the size of the bowl.
Did you write this? Did you just sneak this into?
No, I did not. But see, like, I'm on the right page, you know? I'm with the majority for once over here going, hey, there is a correct way to load the dishwasher. Bowls do depend. It depends on how big the bowl is because we've got some, like, mixing bowls that I can't put on the bottom rack because they don't stack right. They just fall over, and I don't like that. So I'll put them on the top where they can lay nicely. Okay. And they just look better.
Okay, great.
Yeah.
All right.
There's a science to it. Yeah.
I swear she didn't read this at all. Just
no, I had no idea.
Exactly what I was gonna say.
Again, since we've been not actually like on the air, on the radio airwaves, I don't do a lot of the show prep. I leave that all to Luke. I'm just riding in the back seat now.
I haven't seen it at all. Just seat of her pants.
Yeah, absolutely.
Learn from the best over here.
That's right.
So, and now where do you, I know where you stand, but tell everybody where you stand on the whole rinsing the dishes thing, even though the dishwashers say not to rinse your dishes.
You have to rinse your dishes. Technology in dishwashers, that's a load of crap. There is no way that dishwashers are smart. I'm not going to trust that for a second. that it knows how hard to rinse dishes by how dirty they are? How does it know that?
Lasers.
No, I don't know. I don't know. I'm going to rinse them, and then when they get all the soapy bubbles on them, they're getting like cleaned the way they need to be, you know?
They've got AI chatbots now that might replace Google, like the Google search engine.
Yeah.
So I think they could have, you know...
Yeah, but I feel like they're not going to waste that technology on a dishwasher.
We're becoming like the Flintstones, but in the future, where instead of like a dinosaur that's the dish, like, you know, dinosaur dishwasher thing.
Yeah.
It's like robot dishwasher that's like, well, it's a living.
Yeah. Well, this or this, you know, plate
Too
needs
dirty.
to be...
Kick them out.
You know, for real. Like, that's... No. I hate the idea. I hate when I see the commercials about, like, you know, dishwasher technology or dish soap technology. Get out of here. It's like chemicals. It doesn't have technology behind it. It knows how to scrub. No, it doesn't. It's plastic and stuff. I don't even know what it is. Doesn't matter.
Okay.
It's not. Just, I hate that. And that's in so many commercials. It's just stupid.
See why I had to ask?
Yeah, thanks a lot. I said I wasn't going to get all, like, riled up today.
I love it. Well done. Well done.
Yeah.
All right, and just because, why not? The average American has 5 things sitting in their freezer right now they haven't touched since the start of the year, 2022.
I think we have 5 Hot Pockets in there
No way.
we haven't touched.
No, because when we rearranged it, because we cleaned it out recently, there was only 1 left, and I was surprised.
Oh, okay. There's 1. So we have at least 1 thing we haven't touched since the beginning of the year.
Yeah.
Gross.
At least, yeah, 5 things. So everybody go count now, because now you know that's what you're thinking about.
Yep.
That's what you're wondering. How many things are in the freezer? All right. This is, Uber Eats ain't really our thing, isn't really our thing. I don't need a middleman in between my food and fast food and, all that stuff. So, whatever. Don't really do the Uber Eats. That's neither here nor there.
No.
The cool thing about Uber Eats is all the data collection that helps us have something to talk about.
That is true, yes.
Because they just released a list of the most unexpected food combos people have ordered this year.
I have to say, that is something I never thought of, but would, steer me towards ordering from Uber Eats or something if I wanted to order something weird and didn't want to be judged for it. Like, hey, make somebody else go to the store and order it. So then...
That's a good point.
I don't have to feel weird about being in the drive-thru being like, hey, can I have a fish sandwich mixed with a hamburger kind of thing.
Fish burger.
I'm just saying, like, if you want to eat something weird like that, make somebody else go take care of your order. Then you don't have to feel bad about it.
So the list is insane.
Okay.
And it's some things, because we've done a lot of talking about food and crazy food combos and stuff.
Yeah, absolutely.
On Luke and Naomi over the years and stuff. And so still some new ones, I suppose. Naomi doesn't like watermelon as it is, but watermelon and mustard.
Ugh, that's gross.
I
can't even see where you're coming from on that one.
I have been trying, as I read this, like, just how the hell watermelon and mustard?
Mustard doesn't go with a lot of things to begin with, and it definitely doesn't go on any fruits and vegetables. Mustard does not belong on fruits or vegetables.
I can't think of one right off the top of my head that I would want to mustardify.
No, definitely not.
So apparently this was a trend on social media last year, and even Lizzo, the pop singer, did this, on one of her Instagrams or something like that. Really weird.
Yeah. But again, a situation where, send somebody else to order that, because if I'm running a drive-thru, I'm totally judging you for that one.
Yeah.
Like, I might skip the mustard on purpose. Be like, oh, I'm sorry, I forgot. Like, gross. No.
Yeah, I'm sorry. No, I'm not letting you do that.
Right.
No,
That's a crime. That's a food crime.
Not while I have the power to stop that from happening. No damn way. Next one on the list is cheese and martinis. I
can see that.
It doesn't sound like
cheese and wine.
Yes.
Yeah.
So cocktail hour, you might wind up having a beverage, and then you get some cheese and pepperoni or something like that. I don't know. But yeah, that doesn't seem that weird.
I think it's more weird that Uber Eats got that detail,
And where the hell do you order martinis?
That's what I'm saying.
Peanut butter and pizza. This is the next one. Unless you wanted to still talk about the cheese and martinis.
No, that is weird, but...
Now I'm starting to wonder if these are just things they ordered together or if they ordered these, combined.
Can you put peanut butter on my pizza?
Would you? I don't think I love peanut butter. I love pizza. I just don't want them together.
I think I'd try it.
With the peanuts and the tomato sauce?
Yeah. I'd give it a shot.
Okay. All right.
I bet you wouldn't be, phenomenal, but I don't feel like it'd be bad.
I would go to school off your reaction. If you didn't look like it was horrible, I might give it a whirl. If you did, it'd be no damn way.
That's one I'd risk. I'd risk that one.
Here's one for my entire family and pretty much everybody. And former morning show listeners are going to love this one. Sushi and ranch. The amount of stuff.
Do you want my answer?
Yeah, I do, because...
Absolutely, I'd give it a shot.
Of course you would.
I would.
Of course.
Why wouldn't you? You can dip fish sticks in ranch.
If you don't know, we have just... Naomi has professed her love for ranch over the years.
Do you have a love of ranch?
Chances are you've already heard it, even if you are new, just a couple of episodes.
Yeah.
Sushi and ranch. Fish and ranch.
Yeah. You can do fish sticks and ranch. Why can't you do full-on sushi? And then, if it's wrapped in seaweed, that's a green. You put ranch on your salad. It's the same thing.
See, that's what gave me pause when we read the peanut butter and pizza thing one, because it was where, you said fish sticks and ranch and stuff like that. And when you break it down like that, so I was trying to do that with the pizza and peanut butter.
Oh, you can't? No.
Yeah.
Because peanut butter and cheese doesn't really sound good.
No.
Peanut butter and meat doesn't really sound good. Peanut butter and bread.
Peanut butter on a hamburger, maybe, but now we're reaching just real far.
Now that you say peanut butter on a hamburger, I could see that, which I can see the peanut butter with the pepperoni now. So I think it's doable. Yeah, I really do.
All right.
And ranch with sushi.
Still, the cheese and anyway, ranch and sushi. That's where we left off. We could be here all day with that. Pizza and applesauce.
I guess.
I feel like that happened by accident.
And from somebody just kept eating it.
Somebody was stoned and did that on accident and then just kept going.
But if you think of the sweetness, like putting pineapple on pizza.
Touche.
So it's just a little bit more watery. Well, no, they probably were the ones to come up with it.
I imagine.
Yeah.
Applesauce and pizza. I want to kind of try that now because I like pineapple on pizza. So.
And you like apples. So
apples are cheaper.
There you go.
Are they not?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, there you go. I win. How about dark chocolate and tomato salad? That I don't know why, but I feel like is a thing like that.
Are you serious? That's the first one I'm really like, oh gosh, no.
I love it too. That makes me happy. But I feel like that could be the trendy new salad downtown at Pinpoint or whatever it is is dark chocolate tomato salad.
So what is in a tomato salad? Let's start with that.
Tomatoes.
And that's it.
That's the one thing I can be sure of.
So we're basically saying tomatoes and chocolate. And I can't get down with that. That's gross.
I don't know. But the dark chocolate, too, though. I feel
that doesn't help. No. It doesn't matter if it's milk chocolate or dark chocolate. We're talking chocolate and tomatoes.
But it's dark chocolate. It's good for you.
Okay. That's fine.
Somehow that makes it okay. I could honestly see that before sushi and ranch.
Are you serious?
I mean, you talked me into pizza and applesauce. You really did. But
I don't think it's that far-fetched.
No.
I mean, I think the furthest far-fetched one is the chocolate and tomato and the peanut butter and pizza.
Watermelon and mustard.
I think the peanut butter and pizza are just further off. The watermelon and mustard is gross and weird, but I don't know. I guess I don't know. I
sincerely hope we don't have any pregnant listeners because they're just going to be ordering Uber Eats like crazy.
Maybe that's how some of these things showed up.
I imagine. I would not be surprised if that is. Where do we leave off? Dark chocolate and tomato salad.
Yeah.
Popcorn and pickle juice.
I feel like I've heard that before.
Now, I do too because I feel like we asked the question, is it soaked in the pickle juice? And so is it soggy popcorn? That feels like it'd be gross.
I think I'd try it either way. It's pickle juice and popcorn.
But I could definitely see, like, dill pickle flavored popcorn.
Yeah, but think about when the popcorn gets a little soggy from butter.
Yeah, but that's butter.
But the same sogginess from pickle juice.
No.
I'm a yes on this one. Yeah.
No.
Yes.
Wadded up paper tasting pickle juice dipness. No, that's only good because it's butter soggy.
All right. I see where you're coming from. I would try too.
I know how much you like pickles.
Yeah.
Pickles and whipped cream then.
I think we crossed a line with that one.
Your face look. Whipped cream though, the sweetness with the pickles and.
I don't know. That's got to be like a pregnancy craving.
For real. All right, this one we don't think was actually ordered as a sandwich wrap, but there was a TikTok trend of people mixing these two, which is great. Another good thing about TikTok, it'll give us crazy food trends for days.
Yeah.
Fruit roll up with hot Cheetos.
Gross. That's disgusting.
I know you don't like the Flamin' Hot Cheetos.
Even if it was a regular Cheeto, like
strawberry Cheetos.
Just no, and it's crunchy and gummy. Those two do not go together.
Crunchy and gummy.
No.
Yeah, that is an excellent point, crunchy and gummy.
But I do want like a fruit roll up. It's been a long time since I had one of them bad boys. That would be good.
Fruit by the foot.
Yeah.
Remember the fruit roll ups where you could like punch out the
designs
and stuff? I liked those. Those were great.
Those were good.
All right, let's see here. The most popular delivery combo was a burrito and cheese, but it's just the most popular. This isn't like weird food combos.
I didn't think so.
The second most popular was fries with salt. I don't think I've ever ordered fries with salt, but that might be because health food places or something.
I don't know.
Places giving you the option of unsalted.
Yeah, and I know some people have. There was some trend about doing that at McDonald's to guarantee that your fries are fresh.
Yeah,
ask for them without salt, and then put your own salt on it.
But then they would be unsalted fries. That would be the order then. Anyway, those are the popular things. Some other popular combos: cheeseburger with diced onions, chicken sandwich with fries, breakfast sandwich with American cheese, soup with bread, pancakes, and sausage. Soup with bread is a great takeout order. I don't know why that appeals to me, but it's like perfect thing to order.
Huh, that's an interesting one.
I go right to like a cheddar soup, broccoli cheddar soup or something hearty like that. Don't know why, but it's like that sounds like a perfect takeout order. Pancakes and sausage, pizza with mozzarella that's like redundant.
Did they mean mozzarella sticks?
That's what I would order.
Mozzarella bread?
That's my popular combination. Salad with balsamic and quesadilla with sour cream.
Well, okay. Like average things that people order.
Yeah, those are the top popular things that everybody ordered from Uber Eats this year after we read the crazy list and stuff like that. So, like watermelon and mustard, I just can't. And you're not doing pickles and whipped cream.
No, I don't think so. No. Or the chocolate and tomatoes, because that's just real messed up.
Tomato salad.
I don't know what tomato salad is. All I can think is a bowl full of tomatoes with chocolate drizzled on top.
You love kale.
Yeah.
It'll have some kale in it, too. Kale, so think of it as kale with dark chocolate.
Yeah, no.
And some tomatoes.
Absolutely not.
I bet you'd eat it. I don't know why, but I bet you'd eat it, and that's a hill that I'm willing to die on.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, and I just nailed that.
You're going to be dying on that hill.
Speaking of dying on small hills, I found a list of little hills people are willing to die on. We're going to talk about. So are these worth an argument?
Okay.
In your opinion? We'll go to the small one.
The smallest hill to die on?
Women's women's clothing should have more pockets. Is that a hill you'd be willing to die on?
Yeah, I think so. Only because recently with work, I'm dressed up for work, and none of my pants have pockets.
Yeah.
I actually own 2 dresses that have pockets, but I have no dress pants that have pockets. I have dress pants that have fake pockets on them.
Oh, that's infuriating.
Yes, it is. Let me tell you that one. That's just ridiculous.
Have you ever dropped anything because you just went and then you
stubbed
your fingers on the pocket?
I just don't bring anything with me when I get up. So it's like I'm constantly running back to my desk or my hands are full of things. And it's just like, if I had pockets, this wouldn't be a problem.
Yeah.
That's it. That you can die on that hill. Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. So yeah, it's a list of people who have, gone through and said what their smallest hill. So I wanted to see if Naomi would be, in on any of these arguments. Red delicious apples are trash.
Yes, they are.
Okay.
They're the worst apple. I don't understand why that became the what?
I didn't expect you to take up with this one so fast, but
I'm feisty today, so absolutely, I'm in a fighting mood.
Everybody thinks they're good because it says delicious in the name.
Yeah, and they're not. They're crummy. They're just bleh.
Jumped all over it. I love it.
Awful.
One bless you should cover the whole sneezing session.
I would appreciate that one. I'll give you up to 3. After 3, I'm not saying it anymore.
I know a lot of people who've just gone to hollering at you after 3. Just cut it out. I'm done.
Yeah, I usually start yelling.
I mean, even at work now, I've heard a couple of people just be like, "That's enough."
Yeah, because you get 3.
It's like you're doing it on purpose. Oh, I love it. Okay, cheap cafeteria silverware at a nice restaurant ruins the experience. Is that a hill you're willing to die on?
I guess.
I can see it, but I'm not making that argument.
I don't think I've ever been to a place that had the cheap.
Have you ever paid attention?
I guess not.
But I feel you're gonna, and it'll ruin because we don't go anywhere nice.
Well, and if I think of nice places, they're not gonna have plastic silverware.
But no, cheap cafeteria silverware.
Oh, okay. I was thinking plastic silverware, and I'm like, that's not a thing at a fancy place.
Like the stamped out.
Ooh. I don't think that's a hill to die on. Yeah, it's just silverware.
Yeah. Okay.
As long as it doesn't have those burrs that it gets and the little cuts in it, where that'll ruin the experience.
Yeah. Reese's trees should be called Treeses. It's stupid as hell. I just wanted to say it, to be honest with you.
If you want to die on that hill, absolutely. And I will, I'll rally behind your cause, because that's great. But I'm not going to die on that hill, too. I'll just, cheer you on.
Oh, man.
Treeses.
This is a good one.
They're kind of fun to say. Treeses.
Treeses.
Yeah.
Not bad.
I like it.
Pieces would be better. You gotta make little tree candy so we can call them that.
Treeses Pieces.
Treeses Pieces. Oh, my goodness. All right. This one I'm with. You shouldn't put ketchup on fries that people are sharing.
No.
You shouldn't put ketchup on your fries directly anyway. What kind of monster still does that? There's cups
My dad does.
everywhere.
My dad still does that. Yeah. Well, my dad puts ketchup on everything. That's just a thing.
I get it. People love ketchup. They do. But stop putting it on the fries directly. It's just...
I feel like if it's your fries, you can go ahead and do that. It's whatever you want to do.
You look over there, they got a French fry soup casserole looking thing going on.
But they're the ones eating it, not you.
Yeah, well, I'm telling you, you'll enjoy your fries much better if you don't.
So are you going to die on that hill?
That sounds like it.
All right. I'm not going to die on that hill. That one's, again, it's your food. You decide what you want to do with it. Unless you're putting pickles and whipped cream together.
Let's see. Pickles and whipped cream, watermelon, and mustard.
Yep.
Somebody please tell me you're doing watermelon and mustard or something like that.
And then tell us why, because we've got questions.
And come at me with something better than because we always
did it. It's tasty.
I don't know. Tiny and jumbo paper clips should not be mixed. Where do you land? I know you like office supplies a little bit.
Yeah, they shouldn't be mixed because sometimes you want the little one, and if you gotta claw through a whole bunch of them to get to the smaller sized ones, yeah, I think you keep them separate.
All right. Are you willing to die on the hill?
I don't think I'm willing to die on the hill. I'll just waste the time picking them apart. That's fine.
Okay.
Yeah.
This one I kind of saved here. The Oxford comma is on the list, but I just don't care. I couldn't care less. That's on the list too because that's the correct way to say it. I could not care less instead of the other way around. And I saved this one for last on purpose. For any of our New Mexico friends who might still be listening, four-way stops are not the place for pleasantries. Go when it's your turn, and go.
Yes. That's an absolute yes.
I do not miss the hell of four-way stops. We made a commercial all about it.
Yeah. Because it's a legit problem because people are trying to be nice. I hate when I'm driving and anyone tries to be nice. Don't wave me through. Don't leave a hole so I can get across 3 lanes of traffic because guess what? You're leaving that spot for me, but somebody else isn't. And now I'm going to get hit by a car. Thanks a lot.
Yeah.
Don't do that.
For real.
No.
Shout out to Coach Craft Collision Center in Roswell, New Mexico, where we made that commercial for.
That's right.
Hating four-way stops.
Man, and we got so many calls about that too. Just because everyone was used to, oh, no, you go ahead. No, go ahead. Go on. Okay, let's both go at the same time and get in a head-on collision. Perfect. Awesome.
Almost literally how the commercial went.
Mm-hmm.
That's fantastic. Yeah. Oh, man. All right. And another hill I guess we could all die on is whether or not you want to hang Christmas lights or wrap Christmas presents. I thought this was going to come out a little bit differently than we've gotten it so far.
All right. So what do we got so far?
I do believe we're going to leave it running for another week because I want to see if we can get some more answers, give more people some time to think it over, maybe hear my arguments, and then switch it around. Overwhelmingly, people are saying they would rather wrap Christmas presents.
Oh, absolutely.
Now, I kind of thought that it was going to end up skewed that way.
Yes.
Because wrapping Christmas presents, you're not outside.
Also, hanging Christmas lights also comes with detangling Christmas lights.
Okay.
And that is by far one of the worst things about Christmas. Detangling Christmas lights. I would rather throw out the set. Buy new ones. Especially when you get a bad knot in there and you're like, I don't even know where to start unwinding this thing. That's enough to just be like, nope. Not even hanging them this year.
So, yeah, I can't argue. I can't argue with
I will die on this hill. Christmas wrapping, that's better. That's the way to go.
So, we got Paul. He says he in the past he would rather wrap gifts than hang Christmas lights. He says, but a friendly neighbor taught him a trick with these little screw hooks where he can just quickly hang the lights on, and string up the every year. So it saves him a ton of time.
That's cool.
And now it's a really easy process. So that's awesome. Now, let's see. Rick and Paul, shout out to Captain Chaos, both said hang lights now.
I can see, hanging lights is, you do it once and you're done.
Yeah.
And then wrapping presents, it's each present you gotta wrap. So it's a process. I can see that.
I like both of them.
Okay.
I mean, if I get outside and do the Christmas lights, when it's nice enough out and all that stuff, and, you get them done, the house looks awesome, you get that pride of hanging the lights. I like wrapping presents, too.
Yeah.
I probably would lean towards wrapping presents, but I don't know. I'm right on the line. I really am. We got an answer from Brian over in England.
All right.
He says, first of all, he gave us a shout out. We were talking about driving on the left side of the road last episode.
Yeah.
And I can't remember if it was the Caribbean or I think it was the U.S. Virgin Islands. And they drive on the left side of the road, but the driver is also in the left side of the car, which is weird.
Yeah.
And so Brian says they drive on the left side of the road, but the driver's seat is on the right. So the driver's close to the middle.
Okay.
To completely interrupt the whole thing. But he says he likes stringing lights. He does not like wrapping presents, and he's no good at it. See, this is where I thought I was going to get more. We were going to get more answers about putting up the Christmas lights because of people no good at wrapping presents. And
yeah, but even if you're bad at wrapping presents, you just put extra tape on it. It's cool. It's fine.
Just run it right around there, right?
Well, towards the end of Christmas wrapping season,
that's what.
when you get into the last few presents, and you're just like, I'm so sick of this already. That's the point where I end up cutting the paper too big, and I'm like, I'm not going to worry about cutting this down to size. I'm just going to, roll the gift. Roll it, tape it, whatever, good to go. I don't get what's so funny about that.
Because I know how many times you've done that to your folks where you just super taped the whole thing.
Oh, yeah. Well,
and
because
no
matter...
to get the steak knives out of the kitchen.
Well, no matter what, it shouldn't be easy to get into that present. I paid money for that. You have to work for it.
That's fantastic. Well,
but Brian, yes, sometimes that happens.
Brian, as usual, has a great answer, or a great continuation for his answer. He says, if you have multiple presents to the same person, put them all in a bigger box and just presto.
There you go.
He says, presto, one box to wrap.
That's it.
That's fantastic.
See, I'd rather be mean and wrap each thing individually, and then then they can all go in the box.
That would absolutely. If we gave my mother one box wrapped with all her presents unwrapped inside,
I think she'd be devastated.
She absolutely would be devastated.
She'd be so mad at us. Don't worry, Lisa. We're not going to do that to you. I will make sure. No. I will make sure that doesn't happen. Don't worry.
Yeah, so let's see here. David Taylor says wrap. It's less straining.
That's right.
Tom says wrap gifts. Let's see here. David Clements just says have someone else do it.
There you go. So, for both things,
I told him he's got to pick one, though.
Okay. All right.
Yes, I would rather hire somebody to do both, but I'll save the cash and I do them myself.
So hiring somebody to wrap the presents is probably cheaper than hiring somebody to take care of the Christmas lights. So I guess you'll be stuck doing the Christmas lights.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, like I said, don't mind. Yeah. So I told him you got to pick one. He says wrapping.
Okay. Yeah.
And that is the overwhelming. Our friend Valerie says wrap. She hates hanging lights. And El Weevo says he would rather wrap cheese-filled jalapenos and bacon.
Ooh.
Well, me too.
That's a present.
Yeah. If only that were an option here.
That's right.
Brady says wrap gifts. Again, Captain Chaos says hang lights. And my mom says wrap gifts for sure because that's, she loves wrapping Christmas presents. Me. That's why I like doing it and all that stuff. So I'm not surprised from my mom. But from a lot of people, I kind of thought we would get more. No, I'd rather go outside, do the whole Clark Griswold thing and hang the lights and try not to fall off the ladder.
I think just because it's so much work. I mean, wrapping gifts is not that much work compared to lights.
I bet you a large portion of the people who said they would rather wrap presents is because they don't have to wrap any presents.
That could be it.
Here, you do it.
Yeah. That could
I'm
be
no good at it. You should do it for me.
You know how many times I've heard that excuse from people where they're just like, I'm not good at it, so I have somebody else do it. And it's like, I'm wasting money. Just wrap it badly. Who cares? I mean, it's going to get torn open anyway. And like if you're trying to make it look picture perfect and all that, just change the angle of where you're taking the picture from. There'll be one side that's okay.
There you go.
It'll be fine.
Nicely done.
Yeah.
All right, so we're going to leave that one up. We're going to do another week of that because if you want to have a chance to qualify your answer, we'll let a couple other people get after it and stuff like that. Luke and Naomi On-Air on Facebook. If you hadn't had a chance to comment, you can go ahead and, if you think anybody else is crazy, you can go ahead and start fights too. It's the internet.
Absolutely, yeah.
There's no loss. All right, now it's time for the fun stuff.
Now who's feisty?
I know. Now it's time for the fun stuff. It is. I'm gonna make an opening with some big production sounds and all of that stuff.
Music and lights.
That's right.
The lights make no sense. It's radio.
The lights will flash here.
Yeah, that's right.
And I won't be able to find what I'm trying to click on the screen like right now, which is fumbling around over here. Anyway, it is time for our Under a Rock review.
That's right. Interesting one this week.
Yeah.
Was actually planning on watching something else. I forget what we were going to watch.
I don't remember.
Oh, we were going to watch Die Hard.
That's what it was.
Because we
sat down to watch Die Hard.
Yeah. And I don't know. That didn't happen. All right. So instead, I watched a movie that I have been told for years and years and years and years and years and years you have to watch and never got around to watching. And so we checked on like Netflix or whatever we have. HBO. I don't even remember where we got it, but was able to find Pretty Woman.
That's right, 1990.
Yeah, so not that old of a, I guess it is kind of that old of a movie.
Easy there.
Oh, my bad. So I'm going to say just going in, I didn't expect a lot.
1990.
Well, that, and like I know a lot of the movie already. I've heard so many bits and pieces and scenes of it and all that kind of stuff that I thought, nah, whatever.
Right, and I mean, in The Office that we watch over and over and over again constantly, they have spoofed, in one episode, they spoofed one of the most famous parts of Pretty Woman, where the whole, I'm completely blanking on what you said. Big mistake. That's what I'm trying to come up with.
Yeah.
So they can, so you've seen that spoofed
multiple times.
Too,
yes.
so
And seen a lot of the movie spoofed many times. Didn't expect a lot. I mean, the movie's about a prostitute. I mean, I was like, okay.
It is.
Yeah. So, again, not expecting a lot. I didn't think I'd dislike it, but I thought, it's probably overrated. I liked it. I liked it as a movie. I thought it was cute, Just starting off the bat, though, I did not like the main character. I just thought he was, he just did whatever he wants, doesn't care.
Richard Gere, right? Yeah.
Yeah. What was the name of his character again? Lewis. Edward Lewis. Yeah.
Yeah.
I did remember the prostitute's name is Vivian.
That's right. The prostitute, otherwise known as Julia Roberts.
But I'm working on remembering the names of the main characters and stuff, so I'm not just saying, hey, this guy and whatever, the guy that played in the movie. So yeah, Edward. Did not really like him right away. I thought he just does whatever he wants. He doesn't listen to anybody. Like, you can't be like that. I don't care how much money you have. So I knew the storyline. I knew he's going to get Julia Roberts to hang out with him. And so none of that was really a surprise. But like, when they do start hanging out, like their chemistry and their little like cutesiness and all that was actually great, Like, I thought it was really well done. Especially like when she goes in the bathroom to floss. And he's thinking that she's going in there to like do drugs and stuff and is like getting ready to kick her out and then gets the floss from behind her. And she's just like, I just ate strawberries. There's like seeds in my teeth. Leave me alone. And like, is legit mad about this. Like, give me my floss back, and don't judge me for this. Like, it was just, It was just cute. I thought the movie was cuter than I thought I was going to think it is. I don't know.
Yeah, I follow.
Okay, good. And I loved, when she's laughing at I Love Lucy, and just so into the show and all that kind of stuff. And like the little scenes where like the hotel concierge was, helping
Hector Elizondo.
Yes, Hector was, helping Vivian get clothing because, the store at first that she went to didn't want to help her. They were like, hey, we don't have anything for you that's going to suit you because, well, you're a prostitute, and they didn't want her in there.
And he was so nice and took care of her. And,
and it, like, especially when he first comes up, it just seems like he's going to be like, get the heck out of here.
As snooty as possible.
Yeah,
right?
And it was more of like, okay, but you can't dress like this, so let's get you taken care of. I thought that was really sweet.
Hector Elizondo, by the way, has to be the only guy in the world famous for playing a hotel concierge because he's like that in 2 or 3 different movies.
Which is crazy.
It
like,
is.
that is the character you play.
It is. There's a whole episode of American Dad, the TV show, about that. It's great.
Yeah. So, what else? The dinner scene where, like, Edward takes Vivian as, like, his date.
Yes.
I would have been so confused too with the like different forks and spoons and the fact like that they're in the escargot and the snail goes flying and they're like, oh, it happens all the time.
Yeah, the guy catches it perfectly. He's like, happens all the time.
Yeah, like that was really funny. And it was just like, I felt bad for her being in that situation because like I'd be so mad. Don't take me to a restaurant where I'm going to be judged on using the right fork or the right spoon or, and then like when they take her like ice cream bowl away and there's still some in there, and she's going to like take another bite and it's like, oh, this isn't polite. I'm sorry. And I get the polite thing is to leave some food on your plate. But no, I'm not doing that.
That's
if the food is good, I'm eating it all. I don't care if that. How is that impolite? It should be polite that I ate it all. I liked it so much. The chef did such a good job that I ate it all.
I felt you not like that part.
Yeah.
We didn't discuss this at all. We didn't talk about Naomi's watch at all afterwards. I like to let her kind of marinate on it for a little bit before she starts, all of that. So I didn't ask. And also, I don't want to be interrupting the movie in between and all that, but I felt you not like that scene. That's great.
I mean, the funniest part, though, is when she, like, eats that mint leaf, the garnish on the ice cream, and you can see it just like, oh shoot, like I gotta get this out of my mouth, and hopefully nobody sees me. This is a fancy, restaurant kind of thing. So that probably was one of my favorite scenes, was the whole out to dinner kind of deal. Again, I thought their chemistry was really great. It was cute. I liked the movie more than I thought I was going to like it. It wasn't bad. A nice little cutesy rom-com kind of deal.
The ending.
It ended good. I mean, you knew what was going to happen.
Of course.
You knew they were going to be together. It was going to happen. Him getting on the fire escape when he's scared of heights and all that, absolutely cute and all that. Wrapped up pretty nicely.
All right.
Yeah.
So, I know we covered a lot of the questions, but I still like to ask them just in case. Did you like it?
I did like it.
All right. So that bodes well for Pretty Woman, 1990. Yeah. What did you know about it?
Oh, basically, a lot of it. Like, I knew lots of scenes. I knew the scene of, again, in the shop, big mistake, all that, where, you guys work on commission, that whole thing. I've seen that spoofed a million times. When they are at the, cricket match?
Yeah.
Or whatever?
No.
Croquet?
Croquet? Polo
match?
Something with
I
a
don't
friggin'
know.
hammer. I don't care.
Yeah, and whatever.
It was horse polo.
And when, they're all cheering and she goes, whoop, whoop,
yeah.
whoop, whoop, and starts waving her arm. I actually heard about that from one of our fellow radio friends, Stacy.
Oh,
because
okay,
she had mentioned before that she is like Julia Roberts in that scene. And as soon as it happened, I was like, yep, that's Stacy right there.
Right.
That's exactly what I saw, which I absolutely loved. There was a few scenes where I'm like, that's Stacy. That's Stacy. All the... And I mean this in the most dearing and loving way, even though it's not going to sound like it. All the not ladylike scenes reminded me of Stacy.
Yes, absolutely.
To the point where, I need to text her that now so she knows.
Yeah.
So that part I knew. I don't know. I knew she was a prostitute, and I knew they were going to fall in love at the end and all that kind of stuff. So I knew a decent amount of the movie going in.
All right. And your thoughts going in?
Again, I thought it was I thought I was going to think it was overrated. I was expecting to like it, but wasn't going to love it. Just whatever. It's a rom-com,
Mm-hmm.
It's going to be gushy and dumb.
and you liked it. So
I did like it.
Let's see here. What surprised you?
I don't know. I guess just, again, the chemistry between the two. It didn't seem forced. It didn't seem, a lot of those cheesy movies where it's like, oh, come on. Nobody's going to be like that. It felt genuine and cute,
All right.
know?
That's great.
And it's not. If you think about it, there's no way. No way. Whatever.
Would you have liked it more or less if you saw it when you were younger?
That is a great question.
Obviously not when it first came out, but, maybe... 13 or something like that. When I don't know when you would watch Pretty Woman, if whatever, but yeah, right around then.
Like 13?
Yeah.
13 years old?
In your teens, something like that.
My
I don't
teens. Know. I probably would think it was a weird movie in my teens. Just again, it's a prostitute. It's just a weird idea that a guy is falling in love with a woman that he hired to be around him.
Yeah.
It seems like a weird idea. So I think if I was younger, I would dislike the movie.
Okay.
Yeah.
Favorite part?
Definitely the dinner scene.
The dinner scene.
Yeah.
Okay. And now that I think I've only seen it once before, if that, and now that you mentioned that is a really, really good. She's funny.
She is. Yes. Yeah. And I think that's what helps the movie is because it's a rom-com, but you get a lot of the com.
Yeah. Yes, exactly. Least favorite part?
Least favorite part. I feel like a lot of the a lot of the fights seemed forced and fake. Like, oh, you treated me like a prostitute there, you know, whatever. I feel like, no, he didn't. Not really. Not as bad as you're making it sound. And, like, you do this for a living. You shouldn't be so offended by it right now. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, that I feel like was kind of forced. And honestly, I feel like maybe that's bad writing where they were trying to get that dramatic fight scene that it wasn't there.
It didn't hit home for you?
No.
Okay.
No.
Would you recommend, as this was recommended to you, you know, as many of these movies have been, would you recommend to someone else who hasn't seen it?
I don't actually think I would.
Really?
Yeah, like it was a good movie, but I now I feel like it's kind of dated and all that. Again, I still liked the movie. I thought it was funny, it was cute and all that kind of stuff. But I feel like if you're going for a rom-com, you got 900 other options, you know.
You would go with something more modern or just something different?
Just more modern, I think.
All right. Let's see here. Would you watch it again?
Probably not.
Would you stop and watch it if it's on TV?
Possibly. If it was on TV and there's like a half hour left or something and I'm waiting for something else to come on, absolutely. I leave it on. I might stop on the channel if I don't have anything else that I'm looking for. I can see that. But like starting the whole thing on TV, probably not.
All right. See, this is why I like these questions, even though we went through your whole thing because, you know,
because I do like the movie, but am I necessarily going to recommend it to somebody?
And I mean, you've had movies already where you've answered almost yes to all these final questions.
Yeah.
And so I like the differences, you know, in these. You know, you probably wouldn't recommend it.
I mean, if it's something that someone's like, oh, Pretty Woman, I wanted to see that. Oh, you wanted to see it? Well, yeah, then give it a shot. But if you're like, I don't know, then I'm not going to steer you that way.
Okay.
It's got its cute moments. But nothing to write home about, I guess.
I like it. All right. And finally, the last question for your review. Are you happy you watched it?
Oh, yeah. I am because I feel like it's one of those movies that, you know, everybody has seen, so I'm glad to have seen it too now and all that.
Now you can be in on the whole thing and all of that stuff.
And understand a little bit more. You know, of course, I knew the scene. I knew a bunch of the scenes, you know, but to actually see it the way it's supposed to be done and not a spoof is, you know, kind of nice. Oh, okay, that makes sense now.
Yeah, now a lot of things open up for you and stuff like that. So far from the movies we've watched, which movie do you think has been parodied the most?
Hang on.
So, I mean, there's Hocus Pocus, The Shining, Big, Tombstone, Pretty Woman.
Shining.
It would have to be The Shining so far,
and then
right?
E.T. right behind that.
E.T. I keep forgetting E.T. in the list. Yeah. Okay. It would have to be.
Those two have been parodied the most.
I agree because I want to. You know, a lot of the movies that you're going to watch that we're going to review have just been parodied to death, and I love it. So I'm wondering, you know.
I like the parodied version better. It's gonna come up sooner or later. I already know it.
How many of these where it's like, oh, all right, I'm glad. You know, how many are you glad you saw because of the parodies?
Oh, The Shining, definitely.
Yeah.
Where that sticks out the most to me because there were so many scenes in that I didn't realize that hey, wait a minute, this looks oddly familiar. Oh, Family Guy did this. Oh, this is a scene in Ready Player One.
Yeah.
Or, you know, there were all these pieces that came into play. Or like the end where he's all frozen. Oh, that's a meme. I've seen that as a meme. I had no idea who that guy was. Since what, 2009, I believe it is?
Yeah, probably. At least.
So I would say The Shining, mostly for that. Like, between putting the parodies together and all that, really connected some dots.
So, enjoying doing the reviews then? We'll keep going?
I am, yeah, absolutely. Besides, and I'm not going to lie, you know, there are some times where I'm like, I don't feel like sitting down and watching a movie. You know, I feel like this is kind of like homework. And then we get done, and I'm like, I'm so glad I finally sat down and watched that movie so I understand what everybody's been talking about, you know. And we've got a laundry list of movies, hundreds of them, that I got to watch.
We have so many, and, you know, we're almost doing the 6 degrees of Kevin Bacon with these movies because now that we finished Pretty Woman, you know, Richard Gere movies come into play, so Primal Fear is going to be added to the list eventually. And we got I think, what was it, Aaron Brockovich or something that Julia did that you
I haven't seen that one.
Yeah, so there, you know, those are some pretty popular ones and things like that. Right now we're trying to sort them by the ones that I can't believe you've never seen.
Right.
So that, you know.
I feel like a huge handful of those are 80s movies. Like, I feel like 80s movies is the big chunk where it's like, I can't believe you haven't seen that movie.
Yeah, lots of them are definitely going to be from the 80s and stuff like that. So stay tuned for next week. We'll see what
I decide to wear or watch. What time is it? I think it's bedtime. Yes. My clock says bedtime. Good night, everybody.
Stay tuned for next week. We'll let you know what we're going to review for the Under a Rock reviews. Thank you, of course, for spending another hour and 15 with us for the 28th time.
That's crazy.
Really, really, really cool. Really cool. Thanks, everybody, for listening. We really love it. Tell your friends.
That's right.
And let them know that now we're doing the Under a Rock reviews, where you can basically, you know, relive watching
movie that you haven't watched in a long time.
For the first time, though, you know, through somebody else's eyes. That's why I like watching it, because, you know, I have some thoughts going through, like, especially these 80s movies and these old movies, and it's like, and there's things where I'm like, man, that's weird, but I've seen it so much, and then you come back with, no, that was great, or, you know, whatever. So it is a lot of fun. So let everybody know. That's what we're doing. We're doing the old school movie reviews, the Under a Rock reviews now. You can pass that along, and you can also tell them that we're on Apple Podcast and Spotify and Google Play, coming soon.
And YouTube.
And coming soon, I believe, to Amazon Podcasts. I believe they're doing that, and we should be able to pop on there, too. And yes, of course, the YouTube. Find us everywhere. That's right. Yeah. All right. What else we got to do? Thought of the day. Thought of the day, thought of the day, it's your thought of the day, thought of the day. I legit forgot what else we have to do. Yeah, I know. We need a list on the wall or something. It's just been one of those days. All right, you ready? Yes. You never realized how few original Christmas songs there are until you work in retail. And then you have to hear the same 6 songs sung by 10 different people all in a 4-hour shift. Yep. Yeah. Or if you work at a radio station that plays 24-hour Christmas music. That's right. You learn that real fast. We've both done that. Yeah. Yeah. Luke, you gonna leave us with a laugh? I'm gonna do my best, and sadly, this is the end of the book. No. That doesn't mean it's the end of dad jokes, because dad jokes are never ending. That's right. They're everywhere. But a shitload of dad jokes to take a poo to by Ben D. Over. Brian sent us this book last year. We've been reading. I mean, I kind of blame it on myself. I've been reading a handful every time. It's your fault. You should have stuck to one a day. There's a few in the book that are meant, mostly for print, though, so they just wouldn't make any sense if I read them. They'd be dumber than the ones that I do read. So yeah. There's that. So gonna finish these out here. I think we have 3 or 4 of them left. Okay. Let's see here. Has anyone else's gardening skills improved over the pandemic as much as mine? I planted myself on the couch and haven't stopped growing since the beginning. Ah, I see. Yeah. It's cute, I guess. Yeah. I just watched a documentary about beavers, the best damn program I've ever seen. Oh, my goodness. That was dumb. And finally here, thank you so much, Brian, for the book. This is awesome, man. My wife and I laugh at how competitive we are, but I laugh more. Of course you don't. No. Beautiful. Thank you, Brian, so much. The book was so much fun to go through. It was. Great. Again, not the end of the dad jokes. We'll have more, just not from the book. Now you got to do homework. Now you got to find your own dad jokes. That's right. Right. But we will. Yeah. We will. There is hope on the horizon for more dad jokes. No worries. I don't think anyone was really worried. All right, y'all. Thank you so much again. Yes, thank you for always listening. For spending another episode with us. We will see you next week with another Under a Rock review. Until then, have some fun this week and be excellent to each other. Love you. Bye.